Is there a better way to start a YouTube video than like welcome or hey everyone? I always try to think of different ways to start a YouTube intro or YouTube video. And the best I can come up with is, welcome back everyone to the channel. Hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this. But I don't know, it kind of seems lame. If you guys have a better way of starting off a YouTube video, let me know in the comments down below. But since I still haven't thought of a better way, here we are. Welcome back to today's video. Hope you guys are having a great day whenever you're watching this video. It's gonna be a little bit less boring, a little bit more boring than some of the other ones. I guess that probably isn't a good way to start off a video, saying that your video is about to be a little bit more boring than some of the other ones. But I decided to come on here, talk about my last race, Ironman Texas, just a little bit, because if you guys missed out on that video, I actually tried doing a little bit different style of video. I didn't really talk too much in there. I just put in different clips of the week leading up to the race and then the race itself. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. I will link to it in the description box below. And as always, right next to that description box is a big red subscribe button. So if you could go ahead and hit that button, help out this channel. Plus, why wouldn't you want to see more extremely exciting videos of me talking to the camera? No, I'm joking. The upcoming videos, they are going to be pretty exciting. And that's actually what I'm also going to be talking about in today's video, besides doing a quick little recap of Ironman Texas. After that recap, I will be going on about some of my future plans, my upcoming travels, where I'm going to be training, where I'm going to be traveling, and races, of course. But I guess we should roll the intro and get this video started, because I have a flight to catch in about 30 minutes back to Austin, Texas. Yes, I'm not currently in Austin. That's why I have this winter hat on and my dad's jacket. I'm currently in Chicago, back home visiting. Took a little bit of a week off from training. Came home, surprised my mom. Lots of fun. But yeah, we're headed back to the warmer weather, which I'm very excited about. All right, let's go ahead, roll that intro now so we don't miss our flight. So yeah, Ironman Texas. If you guys did miss out on the video, I'll give a short recap. I had a pretty good day. Actually, was watching Heather Jackson's recap of when she won. She just recently won the Belgium waffle ride. And in that video, she said she won and she had a great race. And she said something along the lines of, you know, these days don't always come. When all the pieces just seem to fall into place, the stars align, they don't always happen. You know, some days you can do everything right and the legs don't show up for some reason.
I definitely was able on that stretch, those final couple miles, to like enjoy every second, because days like that don't always happen. So I was definitely riding along thinking like, this is what you do this for, to have these emotions, this happiness, this joy, this contentment that something comes together. You work so hard to try to make a day like that happen, and it was happening. And so I do know, whether it's with experience, with age, whatever it is, that those days don't always come.
But luckily for me, Ironman Texas, I had a great day. And so it is important to appreciate those days, those moments when everything does go right. But it's also very important not to get too hung up on that, because if there's anything I learned from last year, it's that one race does not make a season. Yeah, last year I had two really good races at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of fell off at the end. So I'm hoping that this year is a little bit different, but I have a feeling that we're gonna finish just as strong as we started, if not even stronger. But yeah, I had a great day. We went off with the swim. I set a 5-minute PR. I think I finished the swim in 1 hour and 2 minutes, which for me, a non-swimmer, that's a pretty fast time. And I was actually looking at my splits. That's why I have my computer out. If we take the first half of the swim, so the first 2,000 meters or yards, that would have been a PR and a 70.3 for me, because the first 2,000 yards I did in 28 minutes and 20 seconds. And I believe that my half Ironman swim PR is like 32, 33 minutes. So I had a very good swim. It was actually funny. I was coming out of the water and I saw my swim time and I was like so excited. I got to T1 and Ryan and Gabe were there and I was telling them, man, I could just finish the race right here. You know, it's such a good day. Why continue on? But we got on the bike and things were going pretty well on the bike. I started off, my goal for the bike was 250 watts. I started pushing, 260, was feeling good. I was pushing that for the first, 20 miles, I believe. And I said, after 20 miles, I'll back off to 250 watts because I don't want to blow up on the run. After 20 miles, we still felt good. So I was like, you know what? Let's try an hour. After an hour, still feeling pretty good. So I was like, let's see if we can go 2 hours. 2 hours. So that's like 60 miles or so. At 60 miles, guess what? The legs still had some juice in them, I was like, oh boy, let's keep pushing it, why not? So we're averaging around 260, 263 watts. And I was like, okay, let's just see how long we can hold this. Let's see how long we can hold 265 watts until we blow up. And I learned that limit was 75 miles. After 75 miles, I'll put a picture up of my power data. Yeah, I just dropped off. I completely just blew up. I think I actually ended up averaging, 252 watts normalized, 245 watts non-normalized for the entire bike, which I was very happy about. And once again, the first half of the bike, so the first 56 miles where I averaged 265 watts, that also would have been a PR in a 70.3. The most I've averaged in a 70.3 is, I think, 259 watts at Galveston last year. That's also where I set my swim personal best. Something with these Texas races, I don't know, just having a good time. But yeah, the legs definitely were feeling it after I came off of the bike. Oh, and also a fun story, about mile 85 or so on the bike, and you can actually see this, it's on the pictures near the end of the bike. I had a front hydration. It was just a water bottle holder, and it had 2 screws that were holding it down to the bike, the frame or whatever. And at mile 80 or so, the one screw came loose and it started wiggling back and forth. And at that same time, my actually front bottle, I lost it. It fell off. Yeah. So then I biked another, 3 miles, and then I could see the second screw was also coming loose. And luckily, like right before it came loose, I grabbed my Garmin, put it in my back pocket, and literally as that was happening, the screw just fell off. And so I grabbed the front hydration also. In the last 30 miles, I biked with my Garmin bike computer in my back pocket and the front hydration in my hand, the little water bottle holder in my hand. Yeah, that was, it didn't impact me too much. Obviously, I lost the bottle, but I was able to get a Gatorade, I think 30 minutes later. So it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't ideal. But, if that's the worst thing that happens to me on the bike, I'll take it. But coming off of the bike, we entered T2. I had to take a quick bathroom break because I drank quite a lot of water. Oh, nutrition-wise, I guess, I was aiming for around 110 grams of carbs per hour on the bike. Might have been a little less since I did lose that bottle. I had some gels as well. And then salt, I think I was around 2,000 milligrams of sodium per hour. And that worked out great. So that is what I'm going to be targeting at my next Ironman, which we will get into in the next part of this video. But speaking of the next part of this video, we should go on to the run, since that comes before the next part that I was talking about. The run. So the run started off well. After the bathroom break, I put on my brand new Vaporfly 3s, which I will be doing a review. I'm not sure if I've posted that review already or if I'm posting this video first. We'll see. But definitely, as I mentioned, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the review of the brand new Vaporfly 3s. I put those bad boys on and started running, and man, we were feeling good. I was actually surprised because, as I mentioned, I thought I was going to overbike. Another good thing about not being able to see my Garmin on the last 30 miles of the bike, I wasn't able to see my power completely change. So that was one positive of not being able to have my Garmin out front. But yeah, the first, I think 6, 7, 8 miles, man, I was cruising, hitting 630s. I had to feel like 620s in there. And my goal for the race was to go sub 9. And my goal, I should have mentioned my time for the bike. It was 4 hours and 40 minutes. But my goal for the entire race was to go sub 9 hours. But I also had kind of not really a smaller goal, but I guess my secondary goal, so it would be a smaller goal, was to go sub 3 in the run, which would be a 6:52 pace. But once again, we were feeling good, so I started pushing the pace. 6:30s right out of the gate, and there's actually this one pro. I might have a video of me kind of running with him, or right behind him. He's a super tall guy, and I tried asking him, like, what pace are you running, or what's your goal time? Because maybe I could run with him, But I don't think he didn't like the idea of running with an age grouper like myself. So he said some words that I'm not going to repeat on this YouTube channel. But yeah, he kind of actually caught him. I passed him, but yeah, he played the smarter game and didn't go out the gates guns a-blazing, because as you'll see, I'll put up more stats from the run. I did not hold that 6:30 pace. I started dying. I fell off quite a bit. But I ran my own race, so I didn't fall off too bad. I think right around mile 8 or 9, I saw a few 7-minute miles creep in there, and then I saw more 7-minute miles. But I was able to hold like a 7:20 pace, which isn't too bad. But then again, when you're targeting a 6:52 pace, which is what you need to run a 3-hour marathon, yeah, 7:20 isn't too fast. But I was able to hold that on, and I was leading the race, actually. I didn't realize this. I came 4th out of the water, or 5th out of the water in my age group. And then I guess I passed everyone on the bike. So I was first on the run with my teammate Will right behind me. I was really hoping we'd go 1 and 2, but we ended up going 1 and 3. It was still a great day. But yeah, I was running, and then I guess, I forget what his name, I think his name was Ben. Ben, super fast guy. This guy flew, and I mean, just flew past me at like mile 16 or something, mile 16 or 17. And I thought my day was done. Well, not really done, because I was having a great day, as I mentioned. I was set PRs in all the 3 disciplines, the swim, the bike, and I was going to set a PR on the run too, even though I wasn't running that fast. But yeah, he just flew past me. And I was a little bit sad I wasn't going to win, but I mean, I was racing my race, and if he was just going to be better than me, then, he'd be better than me. It's just, you can't win every race. That's why I thought, what, and maybe if he was running a similar pace than me, I'd try to hold on. But he was, like 30 seconds faster per mile than I was. So I let him go. And I was like, oh, well, I guess we're taking a silver today. But then literally, like, I don't know, a mile later, I saw him in the bushes. I think he was peeing or something. And I passed him then. But I didn't realize he dropped out there. I found out later at the end of the race that he did. But I thought he maybe cramped or something like that. So I ran the last 7-8 miles scared out of my mind, because I thought he just cramped and was going to have a second win and come blazing past me right again, and I would be stuck second on the podium, which I still have PTSD from when that happened at Ironman World Championship St. George in 2021 or 2022, but it was the 2021 World Championships. So I was really hoping that wouldn't happen, but it is what it is. Luckily, it didn't though. Yeah, as I mentioned, he did drop out, and I was able to win my age group. I guess I heard later that he just went out too fast, and he just wasn't having a good day. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, sometimes you do everything right, but the stars don't align, and the legs just aren't there. But luckily, that wasn't the case for me. So yeah, we ended up winning the age group in the Americas Championships. Yes, Ironman Texas was the Americas Championships with a final time of 8:56.29, which was a minute faster than I predicted. I predicted an 8:57.36, I believe, on my Strava a few weeks before. So yeah, wouldn't you know? But yeah, we won our age group, set a PR in the swim, bike, and run, and the Ironman. 6th overall. I would have been like 18th or 19th in the pro field out of, I don't know how many pros there were, but yeah, it was a pretty good day. And then after the race, I saw my athletes finish. I had 3 athletes racing. I am a coach for NVDM. If you want to get into coaching, let me know, or shoot me an email. I'll have my email in the description box below. But I saw my 3 athletes finish. That was awesome. And then we went out for some dinner with some dad after, of course, the obligatory crumble cookie post-race review. We did that with my great friends and cheerleaders, Gabe, Brian, Will, who also raced. He placed 3rd, also set up PR. And then after that, what did we do? We went home, went back to Austin, flew out to Chicago, surprised my mom. She didn't know I was coming home, so that was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, just been hanging out here, getting in some easy swims. Got like 2 rides outside when the weather was nice. But yeah, besides that, just been hanging out, eating a lot of food, having a good time, and getting ready for what's to come. Because boy, do I have a busy schedule? So today, which is May 1st, I'm flying back to Austin, Texas, May 1st, flying back to Austin, Texas. I'm gonna be in Austin until May 20th. Then I'm headed out to California for a week because my sister is graduating. Can you believe it? Man, she's graduating. She's gonna be some biochemist. She's a genius. I think she's gonna go for a PhD or something like that. She's incredibly smart and very athletic too. She runs. She doesn't swim or bike though. I've been trying to get her to do triathlon, but we'll see, maybe one day. But anyway, I'm gonna see her graduate, watch her graduate, and then I'm also gonna be visiting my great friend Johnny in San Diego, getting some runs with him. He just ran like a 21-mile Big Sur race. I think he placed really well though, so that was exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna be visiting him. Then I come back on the 28th, I think, and then literally 3 or 4 days later, on June 1st, I fly out to Kelowna, Canada. I'm going to Canada to actually visit and train with, get this, Jameson Plus. Yes, the very same Jameson that crushed me, that beat me at the 2021 World Championships in 2022 in St. George, Utah. I'm gonna be training with him for 2 weeks in Canada as he gets ready for his Ironman Pro debut. Yes, Ironman Pro debut. I think it's in July. I forget what race he's doing. Maybe Coeur d'Alene or Chattanooga, one of those races. But I'm very excited for that. A little bit nervous. See how that goes, because yeah, he's been throwing up numbers that are, yeah, pretty impressive. So I'll be definitely drafting off of him for 2 weeks in the swim, bike, and run. And then I come back on June 15th to Chicago, actually. So I leave Austin on June 1st, come back June 15th. Then I'm going to be racing Milkman, half Ironman distance in Wisconsin on June, I think, 18th. So I drive up to Wisconsin, race that, which will be interesting. Either I'm going to be fit, I think I'm going to be very fit, but I also think I'm going to be very tired. So, yeah, that will be, we'll stay tuned to see how that goes. But after Milkman, come back, and then a few days, like 2 days after that, I think June 21st, 22nd, I'm headed to Europe to visit my mom's family. We're going to be in the Czech Republic for a bit, and then we're also going to be in Austria. And we're going to be staying at a triathlon hotel. You heard me correctly. A hotel made for triathlon. I actually found out about this hotel through Lucy Charles Barkley. I just sent her a message. I was like, hey, Lucy, we're headed off to Europe. Do you have any places you'd recommend staying? She's like, hey, Parker, what's up? Yeah, you can definitely stay at this. No, I'm joking. I watched one of her YouTube videos, and she stayed at a triathlon hotel. So I asked my parents if we could stay there. They said, it's not too expensive. Yeah, why not? And actually, it wasn't too bad. So we're going to be staying there for a few days, I think 4 or 5 days. We're going to be renting a bike, getting some swim lessons in. Very excited for that. And then I come home on July 7th, back to Chicago. I'm possibly going to be doing another half Ironman race, Door County, July 15th, I think. That's still, I haven't signed up yet, but it's like 90% sure I'm going to do that. So then after I race that race, I also forgot to mention I got a lactate test done while I was here visiting. So yeah, just kind of random. But if that video is not up yet, it will be coming out soon. Full lactate test 1 week out after an Ironman. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Anyway, back to future plans. So after I do the Door County one, possibly to be determined, probably actually might do that like camping. So I'm thinking of bringing a tent and just sleeping outside and doing that, some TTL vibes. We'll see how that goes. But after that, yeah, then we kind of start getting focused for the big one, Ironman Florida. I'll be headed back to Texas end of July probably, and yeah, then we are 100% focused on Florida. I don't plan on doing any races between August and November 4th, which is when Ironman Florida is. And the goal for that race is qualify for Kona. Yeah, I want to race Kona 2024. For some reason, people still think I'm a pro. I'm not a pro. I'm still an age grouper. I'm not nearly as fast or quite fast enough to be a pro. Maybe the goal is this is if everything was to be perfect, if everything went perfect, I would qualify for Kona at Ironman Florida, race Kona 2024 as an age grouper, and then take my pro card at the end of that year. So yeah, we'll see if that ends up happening. But I think that's all I have left to say now. Once again, this video turned out to be 15 minutes longer than I thought it would be. But, you know, it is what it is. and I do have to go catch my flight now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any other questions about future plans or just questions in general on my race, really anything and everything. And yeah, I'll throw this one up as soon as I can get it edited, hopefully relatively soon. And we'll see you guys, yeah, whatever the next, maybe in Europe or Kelowna, Canada. I will be making some videos out there, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. I say that now. We'll see what I'm thinking when yeah, I'm 4 or 5 hours deep into Jameson's 7-hour training day. See you guys there. Oh, Dad, you ready to go?